Good morning, my friends, and welcome to Shaving with Rich. Today's shave being brought to you by Royal Arter, RAWR, and the matching aftershave. Today we'll be using a Henkel's Friodur. This is number 70 1/2, and the lathering instrument today will be the Sterling Badger. It's a good size one. I don't know how big it is, but it's big. I've got everything bloomed and ready to go. We did a full load on this soap because it's kind of a hard soap. So I did a little bit more loading because I want to get a good lather today. Being as I've not been 100% successful when I've been trying to go back to open blades. So we're giving her another go. There's been some discussion. Finally been trying to get caught up with my reading on the Shaving Cadre boards. There was some discussion on cryogenically treated blades. They were talking specifically about double-edged razors, but I don't have any experience with that. The only cryo-treated razor I've got is this Friodur, although I do have a cryo-treated gun barrel. I have a Remington, it's a 220 Swift, I think it is. It's a real hot round, and Buddy and I bought them together, and we set them off to be frozen. It is a process that relieves internal stresses to the barrel and supposed to make them last longer. The caliber that these are in is 220 Swift, and it makes them, they're kind of prone to throat erosion because it's a real hot round. It's wonderful for groundhogs, but it's kind of overloaded because you got a 5.56 millimeter projectile and push it up to 4,000 feet per second. You got a lot of powder burning in there, and it makes for throat erosion. So we got a good lather going here. It's tailing off here like yogurt, which is kind of nice. This is a good break from the last couple of, the last one anyway that I did yesterday, or day before yesterday. It's back in the shower, by the way. But yeah, relieving the stresses and making the metal denser makes the metal last longer, which is something we were counting on when we bought those rifles. Well, son of a guns, this lather look real good in the. Oh, well, maybe it'd help if I put some on, wouldn't it? I'm talking about 220s. Those rifles do shoot pretty hard, and hardening that throat area. I don't know if it dimensionally made the barrel any tighter. You would think that if you're making the metal denser, that it's going to shrink the dimensions a little bit, but if there is, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. So it's not going to make a whole lot of difference in that regard. This is one of my more favored razors. It's this Friodur. It's one of the first ones I bought that still had the coffin on it. Our friends back at the other place, Arnie, said it was a pretty good razor. So I got it stropped this morning, and that was a pretty successful operation. So I'm getting signals that things are pulling into the station as far as my surgery recovery. So I want to kind of go back to my first love here and hope that I can get my hands back to steady. And this is where we're going to find out. I don't know if it's from the treating, or it's just the grind of this razor, but it's a pretty vocal razor. Has a lot of audible feedback. Being something of a doubting Thomas, I'm going to, for now, put that in the category if it's just because it's a real thin grind. And it is. It's a 3/4 or half grind, I guess. It's, I don't know if you can see it here. It's ground way up into here. It's got a lot of thinness to the blade. And probably all the more reason they need to heat treat them so that they don't have durability issues. You spend decent money on a razor, and you'd want to expect it to last. So if you cut the metal real thin, you would expect it to last a while. So I can see why they would want to treat these things. Coming into the home stretch for the Christmas season. Tonight's our last choir practice before Christmas Eve. And, we have some special music planned. I play in the bell choir and sing, so I'm going to be there for the duration tonight. It makes for a long evening, but it's a lot of fun. Seeing that Dave got shipped a package off day before yesterday from my younger brother. I knew it was kind of late getting it off, but he didn't plan real good in getting his presents handy. So it should be arriving up there today. And I see I've got one inbound from my Rudolph buddy. It should be here today, so I'm looking forward to putting it under the tree. It's going to be the first present under the tree too. My ones that I bought for the life unit are still not wrapped, and they're hiding. So we haven't, they're not under the tree yet. So you guys we'll have the first gift under the tree this year. It's a tiny little tree too because of the cats. Also no ornaments because of the cats. Since the lad has got married and moved on, and the busyness of the holidays for Christy and I, we haven't put up the tree for a couple of years. And as a consequence, well, it doesn't matter because the cats aren't real bright and they don't remember stuff, but they wrecked the tree last time it was out, and that kind of prompted the pullback. Despite having stropped this thing, it's going to need a little tune-up. It's harvesting hairs, but nowhere near what logs say it should be. It's either that or I'm being spoiled by using DEs, and my acceptable edge, what I used to think was great on the straight, falls short of my expectations of now that I've been using DEs for a while. Not sure which that is, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably, my straights aren't as sharp as a DE. And though I've been honing myself for a while, I don't have the skill to get the edge as DE matching sharp. Hand is definitely not as steady as it used to be, but I think if I just force myself to use this, and do this before I do my morning hand exercises, things will get better. Okay, one more. So far no irritation, so I guess I'm doing okay. But I do have a lot of extra whisker. This is a pretty nice fragrance. It's a little bit muted. My nose isn't picking up what it's supposed to smell like, but it's a tribute to an Abercrombie and Fitch fragrance. It went this way, this way. Let's go nose out. I'm purposely not doing against the grain. That just opened me up to all kinds of irritation. Coming into acceptable range though. I have hair that grows opposite, kind of backwards. It comes down like this, and then down here it's got like a cowl that goes right along the line here. So if there's a problem, it's going to be in that region right here in the hollows of my neck. Okay, that's 3 passes. I'm going to do some cleanup and kind of get my area squared away, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. Got our cleanup done. Had a pretty reasonable shave. Got a little here. Alum showed a little bit of irritation in a couple spots, and it's probably due to my poor technique or getting my sea legs back under me. Today we used the Henkel Friodur. The shave soap today was Noble Otter's RAWR with the matching aftershave. And today's brush was a Sterling. I think this is 38 millimeter, but I'm not sure. This is a big bore brush. Thanks for coming to visit me on shave day, and as always, look for us on theshavingcadre.com. There's a lot of stuff happening towards the end of the year. Everything's winding up and getting ready for another exciting year of straight shaving. We'll see you on the boards. Bye now.